Everyone wave. Welcome. Yay!
I'm waving.
We made it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dragonstone episode 3, season 3. I think we're still actually in just tabletop RPGs and not Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch, but that's fine. It is also an accurate representation of what we are. It's fine. It's been an interesting morning.
Likely for the best.
Just say D&D. We're good. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Val. I am your Dungeon Master for today. We got hopefully an exciting show. As you can see, we have one more face today, and we will get to that in a second. But we will also be losing a face after today, and which we will also get to in a second. But before that, we're just going to go around the table, have everyone introduce themselves, their characters, and I need them to answer me a very important question. And that question is, if your character had to choose to eat only one breakfast food for the rest of their life, what would they eat?
Oh no.
This is our character, not us, right?
Your character, yes. You can also answer for yourself, but it's mostly for your character. Yes. So, go ahead, Chrissy. You're
We're
first.
starting with. I honestly don't know. For me, it's chicken. I actually really like eating chicken for breakfast.
Okay.
But for Rava, maybe like fruity pancakes or something, like apple cinnamon pancakes. Those are really good. The with a little bit of oatmeal in them.
Mm.
But yeah, hi, I'm Bloodcry. I play the half-drow ranger, gloomstalker, soul knife Rava. She has forgone her edgy ways and is in theory. she tries very hard.
She's doing her best.
It just doesn't work anymore.
I've known this character for 3 episodes, and I know that's a lie.
Exactly. But yeah, apparently she's getting married and doesn't even realize it yet. That will need to be sorted out.
It's a Vegas marriage. It happens. Okay. Next.
Yeah, so I am Mitchell, aka Penny for a Tale on all the social medias. Playing Fleece today, the lovable, wholesome sheep goat man. Favorite food would probably have to be crepes.
Crepes.
And then Nutella with like banana slices in them and a fuck ton of whipped cream. That's his breakfast every day, with a side of strawberries, coffee, or tea.
So just obligatory from one of my favorite movies of all time. Just say you'd like really thin pancakes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
perfect.
Hi, for those of you guys who don't know, I come from a NASCAR family, and I love making fun of NASCAR. Cool.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Thanks, Mitch. And next, we have our returning new wonderful face here, Lilith. Welcome back, fam.
Hey, what's up? I'm Lilith. I am playing the mysterious and chaotic half-elf arcane trickster Kyrie Darksbane. And if she could eat one breakfast food for the rest of her life, which, you know, she's a half-elf and she's not that old, so it's gonna be a while. She would reach through the multiverse and find the now discontinued Taco Bell Naked Egg Taco and eat that for the rest of her living days.
That is fair.
I feel that on
Feel that on a spiritual level.
Yeah, I feel that on a spiritual level. Thank you.
I like how that answer just sort of like stunned everybody in the room.
Yeah, because he forgot that abomination existed.
I don't even know what that is.
One just had to
It's-
think about it. for
Poor
a
sweet
second.
summer child.
They took 2 fried eggs and then they put like potatoes and cheese in between them. And they called that a taco.
American fast food does a lot of things that probably should never have been done, but
No.
you can't have advancement without risk takers like KFC deciding what would happen if you took
Yeah.
2 slices of chicken and used them instead of bread.
Yeah.
Hey, we stand Popeyes in this house, okay? So, like,
But
well, thank
Oh,
you.
Jangles, okay? And I will roll initiative if I need to.
Oh no, you freaking
I-
East Coasters.
I
I
can't
hate
hear you guys over the
Bojangles.
sound of In-N-Out Burger.
Okay, well, first of all,
In-N-Out
there's
Burger
some
can eat
Texans
my
in here,
whole
and we will
ass.
fight you, okay? Because we all know that Whataburger is superior to In-N-Out.
Whataburger
So,
whips ass.
yeah,
Honestly,
like, we're just gonna...
I've never
Anyway,
even had
before-
Whataburger.
It's
Cookout.
okay. Before
I
we
will say
start
that
getting into
I've
the
had
fast
both.
food wars, look at
They're
what you
both
started.
delicious.
Look at what you started. Fast food wars. Lily, Jesus, I love you. Like,
Already
all right,
bringing the
next.
chaos before the game even
We
starts.
didn't even start. We're like 14 minutes in. We haven't even started playing. Okay, John, could you go?
So I'm John, and I'm playing the half drow, half orc wizard Malik, who is the like amidst the sea of chaos around is like the one point that's just sort of like standing there stationary watching the room burn. It's like that. I've never actually watched Community, but I know that gif of the dude walking into the room when everything's on fire. Him.
Yeah. Good show.
And I don't eat breakfast because I'm typically asleep at that point in time during the day. But for Malik, if Malik would eat a roti john, which is it is a Singaporean breakfast dish. It's basically an omelet sandwich. Like like you take an omelet and minced meat and egg and chopped onion and everything, and you put it into you fry it into basically like a long sandwich roll,
Mm,
and you eat that.
and that's okay, and that's what Malik would have for the rest of his life. All
Yes.
right, cool. I need to take that off a Nightbot. Thank you. And, of course, last but not least, Jillian.
Yep. Yeah, so hi, I'm Jillian. I will be playing Thora, the Azamirian Storm Sorcerer, and a breakfast food that she would have for the rest of her life. I would kind of like, I think she would go for something simple, like nice. Nothing beats a simple eggs, buttered toast, bacon, sausage,
Full
sunny
English?
side up eggs. Yeah, whole English breakfast,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right, gotcha. Appropriate. Appropriate. Full Englishes are legit. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Very excited to jump in for today. And just to answer
English
the question.
breakfast.
Yeah, just to answer the question for myself. If I was to have a breakfast for the rest of my life, it would be a honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger. Just, that's it. It's all I want the rest of my life. That honey butter
I
chicken
have
biscuit.
had that. I have had that. It's amazing.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Listen, the rest of the world just needs to catch up by putting a piece of fried chicken between a biscuit. Okay?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
just
That's literally every fast food place has that.
not here. You haven't been to the P&W. It does not exist here. I'm just telling
Well,
you.
down here they do.
I know, I'm from there. But that is the honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger. That's where I'm at. All right. So, last we left off, we had a very, very, very big fight. The party decided to take on a very angry Begander that had just seeped its way out of the Shadowfell and into the material plane as we know it. And that was a thing that happened. And everyone came out alive, thankfully, for the most part. In fact, you guys did a pretty good job handling this Begander. You were a strong party, even though Fleece did actually refuse to hit it, tried to give it a hug, even healed it at some point. Because
Love.
Fleece did
Peace.
hit it. He just only did 2 points of damage each
yes.
time.
I mean, technically, Fleece hit it and it died, and other things attacked it, and it's really just Fleece who did it. It's just
Okay.
his
Right.
love conquered all in this
Mhm.
case. Love
And
summon the spells and
Mm.
the arrows.
And
A whole
essentially,
person to keep him from healing other monsters.
I do
and
have whole person.
I
essentially,
need to leave.
As a result, Beatrix decided to throw you guys a little party in her new, because Beatrix has been here less than 24 hours and already converted the cafe brunch place into a strip club, but still clearly serves brunch, just, you know, as a buffet that you do in a strip club, and also strip club steaks. That's a thing. Um,
I mean, if it serves breakfast food at a place like that, it'd be wonderful.
but yep, yep. I don't know if any of you have actually been into a strip club, but that's what happens. like, um, so unfortunately, or fortunately, only two of you took the invitation as of right now to go to the Orange Door, which is Beatrix's new club, which was Rava and Fleece, and somehow she got y'all drunk, just drunk, because she has an elaborate prank ahead, and that prank is to perform a wedding in that moment right away.
Oh
So,
God, she's one of those. It's just a prank, bro. People.
yes.
Ah.
She.
Yep.
Yes. That's exactly what's
prank.
happening.
It's just a prank, bro. You totaled my car.
You totaled my car. However, that is not where we shall be picking up, as where we had last left off. Thora, as you were just doing your angel stuff at the docks, like maybe hoping a lovely storm would roll in, or your ancestor would speak to you, or send you a
Well, she doesn't know
sign,
that.
or
Well,
send
she just because the swords usually calm her down. She doesn't know all
Yeah.
this.
to
She
send
just
you a
likes to-
sign of some sort from the ocean in the sky.
Yeah.
Technically, something has rolled in.
A storm of sorts.
A storm of sorts. And
Yep.
Thora, you are
Basically.
looking upon as you see this redheaded half elf pull in on her rowboat, and thus commence.
Hi. Hello. What
Uh,
are you up to?
I'm just here, just chilling out on the docks. I guess.
Great.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kyrie. Do you need a boat?
Not
Perhaps
particularly. No.
a boat owned by a famous person?
Who are you?
I'm Kyrie. I'm from places.
From
And
what
I've
place
done-
exactly?
Well, several of them. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this boat was owned by Lady Ophelia. Famous. Did I get that right?
Yes. Lady Ophelia Wagner.
Yeah, Lady
Mhm.
Ophelia Wagner.
And
It's-
Thora, you know Lady Ophelia Wagner is another Aasimar who is like part of this council in this town.
Oh. I do know an
historical
Ophelia, Lady
art-
Ophelia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's with the council in town.
Right. And she did really cool things in this boat. Like set up the town council and stuff. She used the boat for council business. And
Can
it's
I roll
very valuable for that.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight. Go ahead and roll an
Disbelief.
insight. You
Wow.
you know, just for shits and giggles, go ahead and roll that deception, I guess, just to see, because you could also get a nat 1. Like, and it could be lower than
I
that
technically
insight.
could.
Yeah. But
Oh,
no.
but I did roll a 32, so.
There is no way that you could figure this out. You believe her in everything that she is saying, Jillian, and you're just like, and you're also just kind of starting to think, like, wait a second, I have heard of a Kyrie. Like, it's all just kind of coming back to you, like, wait, wouldn't, because the stories you've been told of, like, the Kyrie that was with the group with Ophelia and Rava who gave the Dragonstone to the fucking dragon. Like, she was a part of that. And she was, in fact, a redheaded half-elf. So that's all coming back to you. So, of course, if this is that person, of course she is telling you the truth. That this is Ophelia's rowboat that she started the council in. Now, Lily, you know that Ophelia is here. Like, your good friend Darkheart, as you know her, though.
Oh, okay, this is starting to come together now. I was a little confused, but now you're that Kyrie. I have heard of you.
I'm that Kyrie, and this boat was bequeathed to me for my many heroic acts.
I see that. It's quite a nice rowboat you have there.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I want to make this clear. It is not a nice rowboat. It is. It is leaking quite a bit, and there's visible splinters a lot of places.
Do you need help getting off this boat and onto the dock?
That would be lovely, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
I'll put out my hand to like help Kyrie up.
Yeah, Thora, go ahead and describe or Kyrie, you can describe yourself as well, like more accurately.
Mhm.
But go ahead and describe, Thora, how you look to, like, what do you look like to Kyrie?
So Thora would see this kind of like medium-sized humanoid type. You can tell that she's probably not as human as she sees. You can tell that she is like this long gray hair with silver eyes, wearing this nice bluish grayish outfit, and you can kind of see it's like she is like raising, like trying to reach out to you as she's trying to grab your hand, take you out of that leaky boat. That her hands kind of just like spark with some sort of electricity. So maybe she's like affiliated with lightning, thunder, or something.
Mhm.
But that's kind of the gist of how you see her.
Very fun. Very cool. Kyrie looks okay. It's kind of hard for even a half elf to look like a dirtbag, but as much as one could, she kind of looks, dirtbag, ragamuffin, whatever you want to call her. She is, she's got these ratty kind of robes with some kind of like red tunic of some kind underneath them, and she has red hair, and it does look like maybe she was recently in some kind of a altercation. um but yeah, she takes your hand and she makes her way out of the boat.
Of course. Oh, and sorry, my apologies. I must be really rude. I didn't even tell you my name yet. My name is Thora. It's nice to meet
Wonderful
you.
to meet you, Thora. Yes.
Of course.
Great. Do you know anybody else in town who might pay maybe a premium price for a boat?
As it's slowly sinking into the water.
like maybe very soon.
You probably ask one of the dock workers. They probably just all went home for the evening.
Thora, you do have a party to get to that has free steak.
But I was just about to head over to a party with food and steaks.
Oh, is it open bar?
Maybe, I don't know.
Fantastic. Well, I was invited to that party and I'd love to come with you.
Oh, perfect then. Let's go together.
Let's go together. That sounds lovely.
Okay. As the two of you frolic through the streets, we cut over to the rooftop where you have Malik and Kevin. Well, Kevin's smoking a joint. Malik is not. Kind of hanging out. Malik, you feel another presence appear on the roof, and you recognize it as your dad. Coming to, I guess, check up on you, talk to you. He sort of walks over and...
I've just got my spell book open, and I'm just, like, writing formulas on one page while keeping an eye on the sky.
Yeah. Your dad is there to tell you he is leaving. He's using the teleportation circle tonight and this is maybe something he's probably talked to you before, to go over to Dawn. I guess like the border barracks town, whatever you want to call it, of Dawn, to go pick up an envoy that's supposed to discuss a new means of travel through essentially what's going on is that you have Elkhart to the north that is some disputed territory that's sort of in danger of becoming engulfed in Jaree's mess. But it's not easy to travel there. You usually have to go by boat, or you have to trek across these desert / Feywild / Shadowfell. It changes all the time. You don't know what this apocalyptic wasteland is because it changes almost on a daily basis going through it. So essentially, he's going to go meet an envoy to someone who is in charge of the Underdark to start talking about creating safe passage between the two territories. And he's just like, I'm just going to need you to feed the cat. Check up on the cat. Scoop their litter because your dad has a cat. And just make sure I'll be back by noon. Just, she gets like super lonely when she's left by herself.
Isn't your cat a panther?
Yes. A jaguar specifically, not a leopard. She's only 6 months old. Very cute.
Start looking. Well, I guess I can find a rabbit or something.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff in the cold storage in the basement. You're wizards. You guys can figure out how to make magical refrigerators. It's fine.
It's in the wizard closet where all the wizard stuff is.
Your dad is like a high-ranking wizard. He's probably just made a spell called Icebox. Exactly. So kind of thing. And then he's gonna kind of look into the distance. He's like, "Isn't that your Sparky friend?" And he's gonna point down as you see Thora walking with a chatty about a boat redhead that you have never seen before.
Yeah, that's Thora. What?
Who's that?
No clue. I assume Thora has friends.
And then Kevin just jumps down from the fucking roof.
I want Kevin to do that.
Kyrie, could you just roll perception for me real quick?
I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
I'm sorry, my character is so antisocial.
He is. He's very antisocial. All right, cool. And now I need you to make a dex save for me, please.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good.
All
I
right,
will step
cool.
up and look over and see where Kevin went.
So you, as you're walking past this building, you hear your name being called out, and you look up, and just in time, you catch a gnome, in your arms, and it's Kevin, and he's
Hi.
and he's like, "We thought you were dead."
That's probably a good call on your part.
But you're not. Did you get resurrected? Did you get reincarnated? Did you?
I've just been kicking around. You know how it is.
Just kicking around? Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Thora.
Kyrie kind of leads Kevin up.
Like a baby.
Like a baby, just like, hello. Supporting the head, of course. It's important.
On the roof, crouched on the edge of the roof, looking down just to his dad's I think Kevin knows them.
Yeah. And around this time, you guys are hearing a very uncomfortably loud bass coming, voom, 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 coming from the direction of the old cafe.
There's a party. Is that the party? That's the party that I was invited to. That we're going to.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Cool.
Okay. You guys are heading to the party. Malik, your dad is just gonna like pat you on the back and is like, why don't you also go to the party? I heard there was free steak.
Look over my shoulder at him. What in the entirety of my life has ever made you think I would A, go to a party, or B, care about free steak?
I don't understand you youngins. I just wanted you're my only child that I know of, and I've tried to understand you and I have failed. I just figured
I'm like you but skinnier.
Right. Right. And you are correct in the fact that I would probably not stay at this party. However, it is rude when you have an invitation to an establishment to at least not make an appearance.
The invitation was made by a devil that destroyed this town millennia ago.
She could have changed.
I feel like no showing an invitation from a devil is standard practice.
All right. Well, all of your friends are going. If something happens to them,
I will go say hi, and I just like
proud of you, son.
start walking down from.
Proud of you, son. So, Malik joins the three of you as you make your way, or the four of you, including Kevin. Kyrie, you see Malik. Go ahead and describe yourself to Kyrie.
So Malik stands at about 6'10". It's very tall. Shorter than normal orcs, but taller than most other people. But rather than being very broadly built out, he's got the very lean and thin form of an elf, just packed with muscle. And this very sort of bluish green skin tone, red eyes, black hair pulled back into basically sort of half up, half down, but dreadlocks. Most of which is black, except for two locks that are white that come just off the side of the head and get tied back. Wearing sleeveless purple robes with a cloak hanging off the back, and just sort of has is weird to look at for most people because you have an expectation of what elves look like, and you have an expectation of what orcs look like. And you can see both of them in this individual, but neither of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's fun. Hello.
Hey, Malik.
Hey, Thora. And this
I've met a friend of the docks. This is Kyrie.
Hi.
Do I know the name Kyrie at all?
Yeah, go
Relevant
ahead and
to
just roll me a
anything?
quick history.
22.
Yeah, you're pretty good. And with all of the stuff that you put in, your first thing, it's like, I thought she was dead. That's your thought. It is a friend who is also a part of that group that gave the stone away, that was just, everyone assumed was dead at this point.
Kyrie that helped give a stone to a dragon that caused this whole mess and also died?
Well, both of those I would say are not exactly fair characterizations of what happened. Anything that I help is not something that I usually do. And obviously, I am alive. So
Fair. This is all secondhand information, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I found her rowing in a rowboat.
it's a very famous rowboat. Are you happen to be in the market for a rowboat?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
So,
I don't normally play characters that hard know like that, but it's hilarious when they do.
it's good. It's so good. I love it. So,
Yeah, are you coming to the party then, Malik?
Yes.
Oh, that's great! Oh, I can't wait for everybody to meet my new friend. It'll be so exciting.
Lead the way.
All right, let's go. And Thora will lead the way to the orange
Mhm.
door.
All right, so you guys get to the orange door, and it's flashing, dancing lights. Like it's a party, right? Like it's you open the door, it's loud, it's bright, and then you see sort of on the stage what you see here and what you hear here is you see a succubus. And Lily, excuse me, Kyrie, you have not ever seen like Beatrix not be a gun, but this is Beatrix. Like as like her succubus, she has this bright, 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 unnaturally red hair. She has like this steel gray skin. She is wearing like this bodysuit that just is like a strap that covers her nipples into a thong kind of thing.
Ooh.
But she's also wearing like priest vestments now. like,
Uh-huh.
like the
Uh-huh.
sash at the very least. And in front of her you see who you recognize as Rava, wearing a very nice silk blouse of goldenrod color, with a makeshift veil. And next to her, holding her hands, Fleece, please describe your character to Kyrie.
Fleece is a beautiful man, wearing a lovely cloth with bits of armor on his waist down to his little hoofies. Just above him, he's dark skinned with pecs that are like little boulders, tough and crisp. He is well oiled down for such an occasion as his wedding, nice and slick. You can kind of see every inch of his six pack, just kind of every like dimple, you know what I'm saying? He's cut.
He's
He's
very
cut like
dehydrated right now.
yeah, very dehydrated and cut. He's a thirsty little satyr.
Little.
Little. On his back, he has his little shield and his shepherd's crook. He has majestic white fluffy afro. He is soft and fluffy, and he has tears in his eyes for such a joyous occasion, as well as a bouquet of flowers in his hands.
So
Rava's just sort of wobbling. She's a little bit like, what's going on? Everyone's so happy.
Yeah.
just so drunk.
Something about this feels sacrilegious, and I can't put my finger on it. I say, staring at Beatrix.
You like Kyrie, what are you saying?
Kyrie says, "Well, I would agree, but I'd kind of like to put my finger on it." And she's kind of twirling her hair while looking at Beatrix.
And as you walk in and you see this in this moment, like holding up her arms, you hear Beatrix go, "And with the power not vested in me, I now pronounce you partners until you wake up tomorrow morning and realize the terrible mistake you have made. You may now smooch." Like,
Oh, it's so pretty!
Oh, we got here just in time. Oh, fantastic. Oh my God, that's Rava. Oh.
Yeah, that's Rava. She kind of poofed out of the Shadowfell today.
I know her from work.
That was today. Wow.
was
This is the longest day. Fuck. Malik in the background is realizing how long today has been.
Oh yeah, that over there with the really fluffy afro, that's Fleece, and the one actually officiating the ceremony, that's Beatrix.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a number of work acquaintances at this party. I told you I was invited.
Oh, you know them?
I do know Beatrix. Beatrix was a little bit smaller last time we were pals, but Rava, looking lovely as always.
I will say that as soon as Beatrix says that, Rava tries to kiss both of them.
Although Beatrix will totally lead in for a threesome kiss. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. And now,
And
it's just time to party. The three of you, well, Fleece and Rava, you are now husband and wife.
till the morning.
Yes. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead at a very, we will say, just for the sake of everything, you notice your friends walking in after, the ceremony is done, and now it's just a dance party again.
Oh, by the way, something I keep forgetting to describe every time I describe Malik.
Okay.
Malik also has the bicolor, has 3 earrings on his.
Oh,
right
yeah?
ear
Yeah,
that
he's
are
got
in
the bi flag.
that are in the bi flag color.
There you go. So he's very. So is he
2 on top,
flushed
1
right now?
bottom.
Is what you're seeing as he sees
Yes,
his bisexual
yes.
threesome smooch? Okay,
Yes.
he's very flushed right now. It's like, this is why I don't come to parties.
Yeah, exactly. The blue
But is
skin
there
is slightly more
question-
purple.
Yeah,
Question: is there cake?
of course there's cake.
There's probably also baked cake, but
Yes. Yes. But yes, Fleece and Rava, you notice it's almost as if the crowd dispersed away from everything to reveal your friends before you after your monument celebration.
Rava's
with-
just gonna try to focus on them and just be like, "Hey, Kyrie," and just takes 2 steps, fall off the stage for. Let's see, I'll just 3 damage. I just rolled a d4.
Okay,
Falls on her
that's
face
fine.
for 3 damage.
Falling damage is a d6. No,
I'll roll a d6 then.
I'm just kidding with you. I'm fucking with you. It's fine. Keep going.
And just get up and she looks fine and just attempt to jog over to them, and just Kyrie gets a hug. Kyrie gets that kind of hug where someone puts way too much weight against you. And just hey, I thought you were dead.
Hi, hello, Rava. I thought I don't know what I thought happened to you.
Probably also
but,
thought she was dead.
Yeah. I kind of figured that. I figured one of us would have died in the last 25 years, but I'm glad to see you're still kicking and you're getting married. That's exciting for you.
How's the wizardry though?
What's that?
How's the wizardry?
Wizardry's going great. I know lots of spells and I'm definitely a wizard. Don't worry about it.
Rava just starts laughing.
I just sort
She
of
knows-
turn my
she-
head towards
she-
Kyrie.
She knows better, but she thinks it's hilarious in this moment.
Definitely a wizard.
Absolutely a wizard.
Super duper a wizard. Kyrie just rips off a bunch of sparks with a prestidigitation real quick, just to yes, wizardry. I am a wizard.
This way.
You
The alcohol is
changing
this way. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, say.
I just look at Mal and be like, look, my new friend knows magic too.
So do you. So do I. So do half the people in this town.
But it's still
Please.
cool. It's still cool.
Fleece, what
So
you
does
doing?
Fleece.
I'm a
Again.
very cool wizard.
Oh man, I am overwhelmed. Had such a wonderful day. I grew up in a little satyr orphanage, and I didn't think I would find a home. And yet here I am. I found a home in my beloved, and from this day forth, I will do everything in my power to empower her to do all the things she could ever achieve in life. I'm just
Oh, you're so
overwhelmed.
sweet.
Oh my god, this is.
Please.
Very.
I think your
I like
angel
the
friend
image.
is waving at you. Oh, Kairi, hello.
I like the image of Thor like flailing arms at Fleece, and Fleece just like so absorbed in the moment, just completely not seeing anything.
Well, I'd put it to you this way: as you all end your very, very interesting night, drinking, talking to each other, reacquainting with old and new people, you all wake up with the benefit of a long rest.
Yay.
In your respective homes and respective beds. Um, so, Felice, you were in your home in the bottom bunk of your home, and at the top bunk is Beatrix because you told her she could stay at your place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Kyrie, Beatrix would have offered you to share the top bunk since you don't have a place to stay if you were into it. Okay.
It's a lovely quid.
Like, Kyrie's like, yeah.
Yeah. Kyrie's into it. Kyrie is happy to get reacquainted with Beatrix.
Just a lot of platonic snuggling happens because Beatrix just likes pulling pranks more than anything else. So, you know, so to your disappointment, only platonic snuggling happens, but that's okay. However, Rava, you wake up in the room that you were offered before, and of course Thora and Malik, you're all awake. In wherever you there, I mean, with Malik, there is clearly it's very hard for you to get up because you're suffering from feline paralysis at the moment.
I look up at the panther on me.
It's purring, like her name is Lucy. She is just having a great time.
Scritch behind the ears.
Yeah, and you all sort of get awoken by knocks on the door. The first knock, we'll say, occurs at Felice's house.
The door is always partly open. So,
Right.
yeah.
And in walks in Felice, one of your friends. They were met last time by the name of Rybeard, Joe's son. And he has like a disappointed dad look on his face at you. Like, and then looks up at the top bunk and there's like an exasperated sigh. Like,
Hi, good morning. I have some strawberries I've been nurturing this past season. Would you like me to pick some and maybe we could enjoy a nice bowl for breakfast?
I had breakfast and I prefer blueberries over strawberries, Fred. You know that, man.
Okay, I will. keep
So
a
I
note
heard
of this.
you got married last night.
Hold on. And he ruffles in his afro and he pulls out like like a little tiny scroll and several of them. As he looks through them, he tends to, before he goes to sleep, kind of put little remind me's into his fro, just to let him know what happened, just in case. As he's looking down at this, he's well. You know what? See the bright of the day at all possible times. This is a lovely occasion. I just hope she still feels something for me the day after such wild and probably overindulging of drinks. What a night.
Yeah, I've never seen you so. And you see this in Kyrie. He looks very familiar to you. Probably because you've met his dad that you knew as Shadow. He is not as tall as like Malik is. He's probably around 6 feet exactly. A very broad, brown skin, dark jet black hair, yellow eyes, which, you know, just like, this guy's a fucking werewolf. But I imagine maybe like the two of you, like you and Beatrix, are just like on the bunk bed, like doing this and watching them. Like, just Um, and he looks over that way, and Beatrix gives a little wave, and she's gonna like nudge you, and it's like, you remember the princess, right?
I do. I
That
do.
that is her child.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
so like about 25 years ago,
Uh-huh.
you remember your friend Ajax?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were stuck in an avalanche,
Uh-huh.
and he had to deliver that baby.
Wow.
Yes.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's
It didn't go well. I mean, it
No,
did,
I don't.
but
Yeah.
it didn't. But then did. Like everyone came out of it alive, but
His crisis management skills were never legendary, so I get what you mean.
right. It was there was a tiefling helping. We don't talk about him. He has betrayed all of us.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
he just. Oh no! You know what? I should catch you up on that. You remember Lilith?
I think I do. Yes.
Remember she was on that guy's hand that you just kind of cut off one time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
the tiefling put the ring on him,
Mhm.
and that's how we are here now.
Oh. Well, that's it's just the way things go, isn't it?
Do you want strawberries?
Oh no.
Okay.
Prefer to eat out. And she kind of winks at Beatrix.
You're so cute. Please bring us strawberries, please, honey.
I guess I'll eat strawberries.
Beatrix is just a tease to everyone. Like, it's fine. Like, it's what she does. But she had a great slumber party. Like-
Has anyone seen my beloved to be?
Oh, you didn't consummate anything. She went back to Joel's place, and
Okay, I think I will of course pick the strawberries and place them, but I think I need to talk to her.
you need to go talk to your wife. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Go talk to your wife. And I'm gonna like lean over to Kyrie. She's gonna lean over to Kyrie and go, I'm not actually able to perform marriages. It's just a prank, but play along.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. By the way, there's a boat at the docks. That's your wedding present. Just so you're aware.
I
You
get
might have to swim around for it a little bit.
I get seasick and I can't really swim.
It has enchantments for that.
Yeah, well, it's just really the hair just kind of it sucks in all the moisture and it takes a long
Wow.
time to get it clean again. And
Gotcha.
I appreciate it though, and
The
I will
humidity
let.
is very good for your skin, though.
Yeah, but my skin's flawless in general just because of the routines every day that I take. Any case, strawberries, I am off. Thank you. This is my house, but it's really everyone's house. People walk in and out, enjoy it at your pleasure. And I will see y'all later as he
As you-
scuffles out.
As you scuffle out, like Rybeard is standing there, and he's just like, nobody was gonna ask why I came here today. Like,
It's not important.
but
Buddy.
he's going in the right direction, so I guess that counts. Nope, I just came to tell you council is meeting at 11. It's 9:30. And request all of your presence, and he sort of like motions at Beatrix and Kyrie. Yes, that means the both of you.
Great. Okay.
Ooh,
One night
we're
here,
going
and I've
to
already got
super secret
obligations.
Council meeting. What an important
Wow.
Kyrie. You get to meet your friend Ophelia.
Oh. Yep. Cool. Good. Great. Awesome. She'll totally back me up about the boat story.
And both Thor and Malik, you sort of get like similar little messengers coming to be like, yeah, like there's going to be a meeting around 11. Your presence on how to move forward is requested, sort of thing. But you also get that, so you can kind of get ready and go.
I do my wizard chores,
You do
which
your
involves
wizard
picking
chores.
all my spells for the day,
It is a
making
very big cat litter.
cleaning up after the cat. Also making I have the Order of the Scribe wizards have an ability called Master Scrivener, which is at the end of every long rest I can create a spell scroll for free from one of my first or second level spells. I am making a spell scroll of knock, just because it's always good to have a skeleton key on hand. Just
It's
in
true.
case.
It's true. Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
and then I'll
Locks are
prepare
going
my
to be a real
spells and
big
head.
problem.
Prepare my spells and head over to the council chambers.
there you go. And we'll go ahead and just give a quick cut to Fleece as you were making your way to your waifu. And you know where like the guest chambers are, like you have a pretty good idea. So Rava, you are probably, how do you approach the door, Fleece? Do you knock? Do you like
He gently raps upon the door. Rava, hello.
I have the worst hangover. Thank you for knocking quietly.
Of course, I figured as much. Can I come in? Is that okay?
Yes, it's fine.
you are still wearing the same clothes from yesterday, Rava?
Yeah, it looks like she just woke up. Like she has like some water.
Some Gatorade.
Yeah, basically. The equivalent of D&D's Gatorade.
Yeah, some Pedialyte.
Something like that.
Go ahead.
Fleece will enter and uh, where do we go from here?
Mean. I literally don't remember anything about last night.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll perception for me, Rava.
Also, she needs a wool ring because that's what Fleece would have given her.
Yep. That's what I'm rolling perception for.
It's fluffy
Yeah.
as hell.
No,
11.
Yeah, it's fine. You just needed like a 10. You see on like your left ring like a woven like wool with golden thread like embellished wedding ring on your finger that matches Fleece.
She just takes it up and she looks at it like, huh?
We got married last night.
Huh? Slightly more alarmed this time.
Rava, I don't think any of us anticipated being married. And on my way here, I thought, obviously we don't know each other that well, so we should just move on with our lives. But the longer I walked, more I thought, the more I cherish the idea of trying to give this a shot regardless. Look, I am nothing special. I'm just a common man with common thoughts, and I've led a common life. There are no monuments dedicated to me, and my name will one day be forgotten. But in one respect, I want to succeed as gloriously as anyone who's ever lived. I would like to love you with all my heart and soul, and I think that is the greatest achievement I could ever have or ask for in my life.
Rava just like has that look on her face, like that really confused but I'm in pain hangover look on her face, just like what?
Did you want me to make you breakfast? I can. Maybe we can.
I'm sorry, my every okay.
It's all starting to come back to you now.
She's just like, deep breath.
Your best friend did this to you.
I'm going to have to yell at Beatrix later. At first, because she did this to me. But now because she did this to you, because you are sweet, but no.
Oh. Well,
It's like it's the apocalypse. I have to go deal with the apocalypse. And I really only have any sort of interest in dealing with the damn apocalypse and also this hangover.
oh, that's fine. Can I get you some breakfast? Do you need anything?
I'm going to drink this water and then I'm going to go inside and see what they have there. You don't have to do a thing, don't worry about it. But then I'm going to yell at Beatrix a lot.
Okay.
You want to help me yell at Beatrix?
No, I'm okay. I think I'll maybe go into the garden for a few minutes before I guess something happens concerning the apocalypse. If anyone needs me, I'll be there.
This is what happened last night was not the apocalypse. I'm talking about the big dragon. You're very nice. Okay? I'm not saying you're not a nice guy. You're very nice and you're hot. You are hot.
Thank you. I try to take care of myself.
But I don't know you all that well right now, so no.
You know what? Oh, I mean, don't answer now, and maybe think about it. What if you got to know me? What if maybe later tonight or tomorrow evening I can make us dinner, cut some flowers.
Big woof.
Think about it. It's all I'm gonna say. In any case, good luck with your headache, and I will see thee later.
This is around this time that like an employee of the house sort of the door's already open as you're having this conversation. She's like, yes, you're both requested at 11 a.m. for a council meeting.
Not until I take care of this hangover. There's got to be some potions.
Oh, well, you have an hour. I will bring you a Caesar.
Can you some health potions into it, please?
Can
yeah.
Can I like lay on hands or?
Yeah,
or
absolutely,
something?
you can with her consent.
Yeah, I would be like, can I lay on hands? You fill you with the energy of my patron.
You are a paladin, right? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
That's the same hands that heal the Greater Brigander.
Yes.
Yes. You are feeling better, but at the same time, as you sort of come to, there is a clamato-y drink in your hand as well.
Yeah, she will drink that.
Yep. You gotta have, just saying, since I have moved to Canada, Bloody Marys are inferior to Caesars. So, that kind of thing. I can't have any of them because tomato juice makes me upset now. But, so you all sort of gather your things as you are all being summoned. The majority of you probably meet up at the front gate or the front door into the foyer, especially those of you who are coming from not inside, unless Fleece, you meet your friends at the front or not.
I do have a question. Is Shadow around at all?
Shadow is not around.
Okay. Because when Ajax was mentioned, I realized that Ajax is still in one of Rava's pockets, and she hasn't told anyone about it. She really needs to.
It's true.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Kyra, when you get there, the boat is there.
That's good.
The boat is just there.
Okay.
Yeah, just like hanging out, like everyone there is a rowboat just there as you all arrive in the
It's my very cool rowboat.
mhm.
Hello, everybody. Rava. Thora. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How's everyone doing? Rava, you look.
Okay.
My hangover's better, but I've been better.
Fleece has a little
Oh.
tissue dabbing at his eyes.
Oh, please, are you okay? What's wrong?
No, it's a lot of feelings and stuff. I'm a wave with emotions right now. It's okay. I'm
It's-
okay.
Feelings are hard. I know. I get sad every time I can't remember something. It's okay.
Rava looks at Fleece and then looks at Beatrix with a glare like, you did this.
She has this shit-eating grin on her face as she is also like with one arm just like drooped over Kyrie. Like
Oh dear. Something. So is there trouble in paradise? Are the newlyweds? Oh no. Is there a problem? Rava, tell me, please.
was my ceremony not up to par?
Please tell me everything.
Rava's just like, is just that look was just like, really, really. Like she'll look at Fleece again and then look at them and like, it's one thing to pray, you know, it's one thing to mess with me, but like, and she will gesture at Fleece like, what this he's a nice person.
Oh yes, he is absolutely nice. Oh, don't worry. And she'll sort of stand back and like do this. She's like, it was only a prank. I can't actually marry anyone here. I didn't have a.
Beatrix, no, come on. Rava, I know you got taken by one of the best, but don't worry. In the 25 years since we've seen each other, I actually took up law, and I could help you out with any sort of situation that you find yourself. For I'm gonna do you on the friend rate, so don't even worry about it, okay?
I have my bow with me.
Well, bows aren't, accepted as legal annulment documents. So maybe chill. Are you not gonna kill Fleece, are you?
Well, I mean, what is your Fleece? What is your life insurance package like?
I usually put all my money into the poor and local soup kitchen, so I haven't really invested much in life insurance.
Can Rava shoot one of the inevitable pens or pencils at the two of them?
What? Sure.
I assume that won't do much
like,
damage.
Throw a pencil. Who are you throwing a pencil at?
Kyrie, and then at Beatrix.
All right. Just go ahead and roll a ranged improvised weapon attack, please.
No proficiency then, right?
Yeah, correct.
Alec is just sort of staring into the middle distance past all of this. doing his
Your
best
cat
to
came with your
pretend-
dad's cat came with you.
Laura's trying to comfort Fleece as best as she can.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is Kyrie, then
Mhm.
Beatrix.
Okay, so Kyrie, what's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay, well that hits you. So you get, what is your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is
Free. Yeah.
It was 4.
You get 4 piercing damage from the pencil.
Wow, rude. Old friend.
Beatrix
It's non-lethal.
avoids.
It's non-lethal.
You can't do piercing damage on lethal.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You just like get bonked by the eraser part of the pencil.
That's what I assumed.
Just a little ow. Ow. And around this time, we'll say that the doors open and you have your current council members that are present, which are Joe, her son Rybeard, Darkheart, who is very excited to see Kyrie and gives you a fucking. Darkheart is Lady Ophelia, and gives
Uh-huh.
you a hug. Because y'all are brosesses and like
Yeah.
rogue brosesses that have been together for a while.
Uh-huh.
And she was just like,
Wizard.
I thought
Kyrie's
you
a
were
wizard.
dead. Like, of course, a wizard. Um, like kind of thing. But like then like composes herself. She's an Azamar as well, so they age about the
Mhm.
same as half elves. So she also doesn't look like she has aged much. In the past
Mhm.
25 years, so it looks like she's maybe aged 11ish, kind of,
Mhm.
half that
Mhm.
time.
We
Um,
exchanged a secret handshake that we had.
absolutely,
For
it's
sure.
yeah, absolutely secret handshake. Lash, who Kyrie, it takes you a minute to recognize him. The last time you saw him, he was a very, very um, uh, fervent young man with his
Mhm.
spear and very, very skilled and talented, and on his way up. He looks he is definitely, his age is showing as he is around in his
Mhm.
mid 40s. um
Mhm.
and he's missing an eye. He has an eye patch now. Long, his sort of like floofy brown hair from before is a little bit more scraggly and pulled back, with a beard. But it's him.
Mhm.
Like, it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's him. It's just, in his 40s, and of course the Princess Jo, who is also aged into her 40s. Um, your dad is not there yet, Malik. As far as you know, he's not supposed to be back until about noonish.
Yeah.
Which will be within the hour. And then Evan also sort of appears. And Kyrie, the last time you saw Evan, he was a dragon.
Okay.
And now he looks kind of how he is supposed to look. He is a half dragon. And he does not look like he is aged at all. He still looks like he's 17 years old with like long silvery white hair, um, little dragon wings, black talons for hands, and sort of like this like scaly skin that just kind of comes up to like his neck, and then he's like a person. He's got little horns coming out, and he does not recognize you. Like, to be fair,
Nor I him, really.
Yeah, he has died, has gone to the Shadowfell, has come back. He has had a ride for a child. And,
Mhm.
everyone sort of sits and you're all served breakfast. And at first it's just going through, it seems like a very, very boring, like, school board meeting almost. Like, I don't know, like when you go to town hall. And for like Malik, this is normal for you. Like, you usually sit in on this normally, probably even Fleece taking notes and stuff like that.
Book open, scrolling.
Mm-hmm. And when everything's kind of done, and Joe, like, and now we talk about what we're going to do about the return of our old friends. Um, Kyrie, were you also in the Shadowfell?
I was in some places, not the Shadowfell.
Oh.
I was off just getting up to my own stuff, finding myself,
Mm-hmm.
finding myself in relation to others,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of self-actualizing for a couple decades there.
In the
Thank you
wilds.
for asking.
It
though.
looks like you've been
Yes.
self-actualizing in the wilds.
What can I say?
Do you, if you need a barber, I could lend you mine.
I appreciate that. I do.
I'm not telling you that you look bad, but the ends could use some help.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, Rava, Kyrie, since y'all have been missing for 25 years, are there any questions that you have? I know yesterday was a bit of a trip with the Begander, and Kyrie, you're just like, a what? Like,
Who? Excuse me, Begander?
Giant
Somebody
beholder goose combination. We killed it.
It was terrifying.
around this time, you see from the bottom of the table, like, two hands pop up with geese heads on them, going honk, 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 and then Kevin gets inside of his seat.
That's
Like,
no
you
less
turned the
creepy
geese
today.
into hand puppets.
That's no less creepy today than it was yesterday when you did it, Kevin.
At least
Harry
they
loves
can't
this.
fire eye rays. Oh, that would be awful.
Mm-hmm. we didn't get a lot of time to talk, so it is any questions from the two of you that I could hopefully address.
Um, actually, it's oh boy, it's three of us. And Rava will reach into her pocket and take out the little wolf figurine. Uh,
Oh.
this.
Are we gonna play a role-playing game? I love these. I love these. I love these. I love these. I want to be an office worker named Daryl.
Malik like perks up slightly and then realizes the situation and looks back down at his book.
No.
What is that, Rava?
Okay. I've really missed Kyrie. Okay. Rava's just like, no. What do you? This is Ajax. He's under a curse.
Oh. Shit.
I have no idea how to break it. I can change him back for what was it? An hour a day?
Yeah.
An hour a week or
He's
something.
a wondrous figurine now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can change back for a short time every week, but she just like puts her hands together and touches her lips like, can I leave him here? You guys work on reversing this? I'm sure he doesn't want to be a little statue for his entire life.
I'm sure he doesn't. Yes, Malik, you're raising your hand.
No, this is John raising his hand.
Okay.
2, 1. Do I know who Ajax is? And 2.
Yeah, he's part of the same group.
Okay,
like he
yeah.
disappeared with Rava and Shell and the other.
Do I have any idea what would be required to reverse someone being turned into a figure?
You would probably need to identify the curse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We ended up kicking down the door of a witch doctor, I believe, in the Shadowfell, and she'll just look at Evan and just look down and just be like, it didn't go well.
I could identify the curse that's been placed on him to give you an idea of where to start.
Mm-hmm.
By all means.
I will take the figure and spend 10 minutes casting and identify.
Yeah. As you're doing that, it's definitely one, like the term witch doctor is very, very strange for you. Because it's like you've heard of witches. In like there's warlocks, there's sorcerers, and then there's once in a while
witches
there's like this
wizards.
other sometimes there's this other form of magic that's just this weirdness between arcane and divine that you've not seen a lot. But as you're going to identifying it, you realize that with this curse placed on this man, that the only other type of spellcaster that can remove the curse is the same type of spellcaster that casted it. So it is because it's not so much just like the magic itself, it has to be like the proper somatic ingredients as well. And there is you get like a laundry list of ingredients.
So, just after 10 minutes, it's like, I mean, I can give you the materials required, but this sort of curse requires a very specific spellcaster to break. Different methodologies than what I have access to.
I don't know.
Evan sort of raises his hand and he's like, Marley was teaching me her magic. I could work on it, maybe. I don't know how to, now that she's gone, I don't really know how to do very much, but I can try eventually. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I'll write you down a list of the things you'll need at the very least.
Oh, thanks. Cool.
Yeah. I start writing it down on a scroll so that I can give instructions as best I can.
There is a lot of parts from imp bodies.
Yeah.
Like, just lots of innards from different kinds of creatures. Yeah.
Magic's weird.
Yeah, magic's weird, and there's a little, ugh. And before you guys get really, really into this, um, you see, or those of you who are magic users, especially wizards, your wizard senses kind of start to tingle. Uh, Sort of like where your dad's laboratory slash workshop is. It's also where the teleportation circle is. Um, there is a sound that is made when it goes off, so people know when people come in and out, and you hear the sound of your dad returning to his laboratory, and very quickly the sound of feet running as quickly as possible towards the chamber doors. And we were going to take a break there. Because I have to pee and get some tea because I'm starting to lose my voice. So we will be back. P and T. We will be back in about 5 to 8 minutes as we take our bio breaks, get something to drink, and that kind of stuff. So don't go anywhere. Stick around and come back to see us. Everybody wave. We will be right back. We're back. Hello, we are back from break. Everyone, wave. Welcome back. Um, we hopefully have tea, and we have emptied our bladders so we can fill them back up with tea and all of that good stuff. We left the party out as they're having a conversation in the council room to the, the bum 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 as a teleportation circle is returning from the laboratory. Um, and, normally this wouldn't be an issue, but you also hear very, very frantic footsteps running down the hallway and into the council room. And Malik, your dad, he swings the doors open. He looks exasperated.
Scratching notes into paper, look up, continue writing.
And he just goes, "Everyone is gone."
Gone from dawn?
Yes.
Like they picked up and left, or like they disappeared?
Yes. I couldn't. There was some strange. And he's like, there was. And he just kind of like sits down, like he's not. He doesn't look very well. He's like, the whole area was just thick, and it's almost as if I wasn't allowed there. I couldn't. He's tired. He can't even. He's having a hard time coming together as he sits down.
So that's bad.
I was supposed to meet Lady Castle there, but
Rava just sort of like, excuse me?
I was supposed to meet the Lady Castle there. I was to be her envoy to the council today.
Castle.
Yes. She's the
Castle who?
she's the leader of a Elistray worshipping drow faction in the Underdark, one that didn't fall to Dree.
But Castle who? Exact.
That's all we know of her is the Lady Castle.
Do you know someone named Castle? I say to Rava.
Castle's the name of my mother.
I sort of gesture then.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all.
I think my hangover's back.
mm-hmm.
I drink more water.
Yeah, she drinks more water. She drinks a lot more water.
Like, here's some pineapple juice. And your dad kind of like grabs your arm, Malik. And it's like, I think whatever happened, like they expected me to be there. Whoever took them. Whatever happened. Because there were other things around that were affected. I had my detect magic going. I was slow. Everything was slow for me. That's why it took so long to get back, even though I went last night.
Were you able to actually get into Dawn, or were you kept from going inside?
I teleported right into the middle of into the barracks as where our circle is. I was able to get in. Getting out was hard. It's fuzzy. It's as if I had partied too long last night, which I didn't.
Does what he's describing sound like anything I know of?
No.
No. Did anyone else? Was it just you?
Yeah, it was just me.
Something that is designed to inhibit magical or spellcasters potentially?
I don't even want to say it was that far. I want to say that it was there to inhibit me.
Well, I know the circle. I could always take a group over to investigate and see if it affects anyone else.
I would like to see myself if, well, Rava just looks uncomfortable.
That's like your normal state, though.
She looks more uncomfortable than usual.
Yeah.
The entire time I've known you, you've looked uncomfortable. So it's.
She looks especially uncomfortable.
And Joe's gonna lean in. She's like, Rava, are you sure you still have a lot to recover from? You're welcome to take a breather. You know that, right? We can send a party of... And she kind of like motions at Thora and Fleece and, you know, the wizard. Sorry, Malik. We could send our best to investigate for you.
Let's do this rescue mission.
I do want to find out if this is my mother. I want to find out what happened because she just sort of disappeared one spring when I was about 6, and Dad wouldn't talk about it. So,
wow.
Yeah, and then he
That's
disappeared.
From Beatrix. Like...
Gnarly.
I
sort of look over it. I sort of like following that. I sort of look over at my dad.
Your dad is like, no, you're not siblings. It's okay. Like, I mean, at least familiar. Like, yeah, you're not siblings. It's okay. I know who your mom is. It's not her. Like,
hopefully one day our dads will return. I know mine went out for some licorice. He said he'd return, so it's been a couple of years, but I look forward to seeing him.
My
when
father's
he
right here. It's my mother that vanished.
My dad is dead. He's in the Shadowfell. He's a skeleton.
That's dreadful.
I don't know who mine are, so
I have no idea who my parents are. Like...
So, shall we go all do this investigation?
I like investigating more than group therapy, so let's do that.
I think group therapy, but I think investigation is what we have to do at this point.
I mean, personal, your well-being is very important. I think we should schedule.
I get up and head towards the
therapy. Oh, there he goes. But maybe don't avoid the feelings inside.
Let's go.
Robert, I'm gonna roll stealth. Robert just swoops.
Roll stealth to run away from feelings.
Hide from your feelings.
Let's see how well you run away from your feelings.
Malik doesn't hide the fact that he walked away from that.
Wow, that is a very low roll for Rava.
Yeah, no, let me roll to see. Nah, fam, you are in your feelings. Your feelings have found you. I nat 20 on that.
They hunters marked you.
Your feelings have hunters marked you. So, yeah. So all of you, I'm assuming, are going to follow Malik into the teleportation. People are attending to your dad. Like, before you go, Malik, your dad just kind of... Because he kind of had you, like, he had your arm there for a second, and he's just... Be careful.
I'll be fine.
Of course you will. Thanks for feeding Lucy.
We're out of rabbits, and I can walk towards the teleportation circle.
All right. So are all of you going to investigate what's going on? Yeah. Sweet.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a circle embedded, so I don't have to do nearly as much work. So it's just due locati la fel in natura di separate in temp devin una. Clap it together, and in the middle of the teleportation circle, there's a rift in space. Go now, and I walk.
Everyone grab hands and hurry!
All right, yeah.
Yeah, because the I know 2 teleportation circles: Abutona Council Building and Dawn Outpost. So here we go.
All right.
From one to the other.
All right, as y'all all just jump into this rift, Rava getting a little PTSD on your end. Because every time rifts happen, you've definitely ended up not where you thought you were going to be. You okay?
Not really, but the world is ending.
It's been ending
So
for
of
like
course I'm
25
not.
years.
Yes, I know.
It's a very slow burn.
All right.
Rava, can my fluff protect you in the coming 8 hours?
I don't think any amount of floof will help me right now.
It's
Only got
a
6 seconds to get through that circle, by the way.
it's a spell.
Yeah.
If I may, Death Ward of the Floof.
Be nice. I would rather not die.
Please.
Excellent. I'm gonna touch you with my finger with your consent.
That is fine.
As that happens, you see the portal start to close as you guys are like, oh shit, we need to go now.
Oh yeah, Rava hops on through.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep it open. My pecs command it.
It opens a little wider.
I was gonna say no, it shrinks slightly more.
It opens.
As soon as like you guys all jump through and you jump out, you end up in a very similar like laboratory. Like it's kind of like a wizard's office. It's almost like your dad sort of has his own office here as well, which makes sense because he's the one that's always going back and forth and traveling between like safe places and things like that. And Dawn is on the borderlands of the border of what Nebraska is and a fairly civilized area for an apocalypse to some type of wasteland. Sometimes it's desert, sometimes it's jungle, sometimes it's plains. Like you're never sure what it's gonna be. So as you guys all sort of appear into this, it is cold, like deadly cold. There are icicles hanging from inside cold.
Hmm. Well, that's not good.
I sort of my owl, who has been sitting on my shoulder this entire time, just sort of takes off and does a quick scout through to see what's going on.
All right, are you gonna see through your owl?
Yeah.
Are you gonna hold out your hand for anyone to keep you steady?
No, I just sort of go over to the desk and sit on it before
Okay.
sending my vision through.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you send your vision through. What's your owl's name?
My owl's name is Ibis.
Edis. All right, go
Ibis.
ahead and
Ibis. Ibis.
yeah, with go ahead and roll. What are you looking for exactly? Like, what is and how are you looking?
Just,
yeah.
Ibis is just flying around. Is just flying through the building and outside. Just wants to see what the situation looks like around here.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody here. If there's anything immediately like objectionable. Like if it goes outside and finds an ice giant, that's something to note. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception, please.
All right, and it's using my perception because I'm looking through the eyes of my owl, which is not good. My owl probably has better perception. A 4.
It's despite the fact your owl is suffering from snow blindness.
My owl does have advantage on perception checks, but that's when they're looking, not
when
me.
they're looking. Yeah, it's so bright and sunny outside that it's reflecting off of the snow, and because owls are night creatures, it's having, even though it's through your eyes, but through that owl's corneas, you're just having a problem seeing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back to my head and let the owl and let Ibis look on her own, and report back to me in her own time.
Okay, gotcha.
What
you can roll for your owl.
Yeah.
What are we looking for here?
What room would be the best place to start looking?
Am I familiar with this outpost at all?
Yeah. You're familiar still outside. If you want to roleplay your familiar for a second, that would be a familiar's perception.
22 on the familiar's perception.
So as your owl is looking around, less snowblind now that you, for some reason, probably it's just that little drownness that's inside of you. there is nothing. There's stuff. There is like a town that looks like a crying baby. Um, Imagine how something would look if everyone stopped their day, got up, and walked out. That's what this is like.
So as I sort of like am receiving, because
Yeah,
within a
yeah,
certain
yeah.
range,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
my family
yeah.
can still talk to me.
Yeah.
Um, it looks like everyone's gone. Like they just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Which means what we're looking for then is what caused this or where they went.
Hmm.
Well, that's alarming.
Yeah.
But how could people from an entire village here in the Alps just up and walk away? That makes no sense. I thought this place was really important.
Magic.
Yeah, true. We should probably look outside and investigate. We're not going to do much by looking through Ebis.
No, we should definitely use our own eyes, but it's good to check and see if there's danger.
Mm-hmm.
I can resummon Ibis if she takes damage. I can't resummon you.
Yeah,
That
very
was-
true.
That was actually very sweet. Thank you.
He doesn't react. He just starts walking towards the door.
Maybe
And
we
Robin
should look.
just again monotone.
All right, let's go outside.
Reaches over, runs a finger across the bracer on his left wrist, and you see the shimmering light of mage armor appear.
Very useful.
Yes.
Damn.
So you all exit, and
Yeah.
once again, you kind of exit this little office. It's not a very big building. It's but it is in barracks. The entire area is covered in a blanket of snow that is probably shin deep for most of you, even the tall ones. And go ahead and what is everyone's passive perception?
18.
Higher than that.
18.
12.
12.
18.
18.
10.
10. Okay.
Yay.
Yay. So with Rava, this is just something that, like, as a ranger, you're like, cool, everyone got up and walked away. The first thing that you definitely notice with this snow is that, other than yours, as you have walked out, there are no footprints of any kind. It is also eerily quiet. Like, there's no bird sounds, squirrel sounds. Like, it is quiet.
Normally the snow muffles sound, but this is far more quiet than I am used to.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this powder isn't fresh, but there aren't any marks on it anywhere. This is untouched.
Like it was wiped, like it just like reset, like it was like clean. Very strange.
Are there unlit torches around?
Yes.
So just mira and snap my finger, and all the torches light up. And I'm just gonna grab one and start melting snow and see if there's anything underneath it.
There's the ground.
Okay, just see if there's anything, nothing special. Okay, good.
There's the ground.
Gonna make a satyr angel. Yeah.
I should have brought that boat. We could go sledding.
Kyrie.
Lovely.
Yes.
As you mentioned the boat, you look to the side. It's there.
What?
I should have brought my 10,000 gold.
Oh.
I look over at the boat.
How
I
did
see
the
this
boat get
boat.
here? How did your boat get here?
I'm not sure. It is magic, which boosts its value quite a bit, so that might explain some things. But I'm
you have
still
a
not
cursed
sure.
boat.
That depends. Do you want a cursed boat?
No,
Okay, then no, I don't have a cursed boat.
but no, actually, do you have a cursed boat?
I don't think I do. I think it's just a boat.
You all look around for people, and I go 10 minutes casting Identify on this fucking boat.
Oh God.
Well, first of all, it is definitely a magical boat known as a folding boat.
Okay.
But there is a curse on it.
So after 10 minutes, your magic boat is both magic and cursed.
Thank you for the information. I was actually not aware of that. Oh, shit.
That's the boat speaking to you in Morse code.
Yeah.
The curse, you identify the curse. It's essentially, like Kyrie accepted this boat from someone who somehow convinced her to get it, and like that's how the curse is passed on. Is that you can't actually like uncurse the boat. Like you can't remove the curse from the boat. You can remove it from yourself when you finally give the boat away to another person. Like it's like make a fair exchange for this boat, which is why Kyrie is continually trying to get rid of the boat, because every time you think about the boat, it just appears from wherever it's at.
I speak the command word that causes it to fold up. Because Identify would tell me what the command word is. I speak the command word that causes it to fold up. Pick up this, and so this boat suddenly like deflates and rolls into a small box.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the box and I hand it to Kyrie. You should probably just keep it on you.
It's just like just trying to get rid of this fucking boat. So, yeah, sometimes things happen and Kyrie just picks up curse items. It's fine. Kyrie, that boat came from the Dragon Horde.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck selling the boat. If you lead with the fact that it's a folding boat, people might buy it, actually.
You know, I've been really trying to go with it's a famous boat, but I think you're right. The folding boat angle might work well for me.
Folding boats are definitely much more purchasable than famous boats, because famous boats are being looked for.
Yeah, well.
What are the rest of you doing?
Rava just pats Kyrie on the shoulder. I'm sure you'll find a buyer someday.
Mm.
Thank you.
I have the utmost confidence in your ability to lie to people.
Hey, we should... Yeah, you're right. I'm great at lying to people. We should probably figure out what's going on with all the stuff.
That took 10 minutes. I was hoping other people would be looking at stuff other than me.
I would have been looking. I would have been investigating.
I know.
I mean, Rava doesn't want you to get ambushed while you're casting Identify out in the middle of the open.
No,
Hopefully.
Kyrie was like hanging out. Kyrie's like interested to see what gets figured out about the boat.
Like, so as that's happening with the problem with the boat, the three of you, what are y'all doing in those 10 minutes?
I'm just gonna look at the houses. I'm just gonna like look around to see if like there's anything suspicious going on here.
Other than everyone is fucking gone?
Yeah,
Sorry.
including that everyone
Including
just
that,
up.
okay.
I was looking for clues or anything that's like
Where are you looking
magic-y.
where are you looking for clues? How are you?
Wait. Let's split up and look for clues, gang. All right, go.
Yes.
Oh, shoot, I really should have thought about this. I should have gotten Detect Magic. That would have helped me out a lot, but that's okay. But, however...
You could have taken those 10 minutes to cast... Oh, wait, you're a sorcerer. You can't ritual cast.
No, I can't ritual
Yeah.
cast. No. I can't do that.
Okay.
But I can just like look at houses to see if there's anything
Alright.
amiss for clues on what may have occurred.
Alright, you are going to go into somebody's house and investigate, is what I'm getting.
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go in.
I forget every time until someone brings up that sorcerers can't ritual cast.
I know.
Every time I
Every
forget.
time.
Yeah, but I can't do ritual casting. I can just do instant stuff like.
Ritual caster
Sure.
feat is 4.
Alright, I mean, you could take the feat ritual casting and it would actually... You'd be fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So you just walk to, like, the first house that you see.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation, please.
Okay. 13.
13. Right. So you walk in, and you see what looks to be a table that had been set from uh, a table that had been set ready for dinner. Like the food is there, the soup is frozen because of how cold it is. It's from how cold it was. So is like the bread and the smothered green beans on top of rice because that's about what can be made here. Like soup and green beans and rice. It's all frozen. No one has touched it. Mm-hmm.
Could I tell from the check of like how long it's been there?
That would be more of a nature check, I would say, or survival, whichever one's better for you.
Go nature.
Okay.
A 12.
Oh, like overnight.
Overnight.
At most, yeah.
Very strange. Very interesting. So we have a timing. Okay, this is interesting. This is an update. Not the best one, but I have an update. I will go find Rob and report my semi findings.
All right.
Rob is staying within 500 feet of this ritual that's being cast because that's her bow range. Her bow range is 600 feet.
Okay.
So she just wants to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, they're just looking at a boat. It's fine.
And she's gonna look around, see if there's anything suspicious because she has a spell that can help out if she finds anything that's worth casting it on because it's not a very big area.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna have so Thora comes and is like, "Hey,
hi."
It just looks like things were just left overnight, which again kind of gives you this clue. It's like, which means the snow with no tracks in it must have fell overnight. It's not winter, by the way.
Where the hell did this snow come from then?
Well, it's definitely not in season, so it's definitely not natural. I could clear this up a little bit if you want me to.
If you would like, sure. Could Rama roll survival or nature or something to figure out what's going on with what could be this snow? I don't know, Arcana.
Arcana would definitely be the better.
Okay. All right, let me take a look at this because I have to look through my weathers.
Oh,
very nice. Not 20. Ooh. I mean, it's a 19, but it's pretty good. Definitely. There is a familiarity to this. As if the way that things just kind of happened overnight and suddenly to these almost layer-like effects, is usually has something to do with a very powerful presence. It's almost very similar to, I don't know, what Beatrix did with the club on a larger scale.
Why didn't Beatrix come with us?
She's got a business to run, bro.
I know.
Yes. So Robert's is gonna because she does have an ability to called Storm Guide, which is I gain the ability to subtly control the weather around me. So I could try and clear if it's what's the weather like right now?
It's absolutely sunny. It's bright and sunny.
Oh, never mind then.
It is bright and sunny. Then. Yeah, it's bright and sunny.
Never mind then. I don't have
the snow. Yeah, the snow blindness from the owl.
Ah, there you go. I didn't get to catch that part, but thank you. Yeah, it's all right. Weather's clear. It's fine.
Fleece.
It's sunny.
Fleece,
I currently like it to be stormy though. Stormy would be very nice.
Yeah, Fleece is going to call out "Hello, is anyone out there?" As he's looking around through this village, looking into the windows and everything, and seeing if there's any footprints in the snow.
There are no footprints in the snow. That's was definitely you probably. I think you were standing away when we did this, but like one of the weirdest things is that everyone sort of stood up, and the way that this is set up is everyone stood up and left. There is a deep shin height or knee height, depending on your actual height, level of snow on the ground, like large icicles hanging from everything, as if a storm had just blown in. There are no footprints other than yours in the snow. So the way that it's kind of laid out is like whatever happened and whoever left before the snow hit the ground.
He'll lick the snow as it tastes like regular snow.
It tastes like regular snow.
Okay.
It seems that some presence here. It reminds me of what Beatrix did to the club. Is what this around us is like. At least that's the vibe it's giving off for me.
Is there any evil around as I use my detect evil lens?
All right, what is the range on detect evil?
I think 30. Let me double check.
I mean, there's Rava.
What?
Like...
Yeah.
Be clear, detected to evil lets you know if there are aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. No, it doesn't care about alignments.
It's
yeah, it's a very it's the divine sense in D&D.
There is, as you kind of
60 feet for this one.
Yeah, you get a ping, sort of back to where you guys came out of, like the building you came from. You just see Fleece just like scooting across the snow, guys, back to the building.
Fleece, don't run off on your own. There could be an ambush.
It's okay. I'm protected. There's a ping over here.
Oh no, I'm worried about police after the Bagander incident.
No.
I'm gonna go
Mhm.
follow him.
Wait, everyone. Hang on, let me see what the cast time is.
Am I still in the middle of identifying at this point?
You finished the identification. Like, this is after the
Okay,
identification
okay,
has
very
happened.
good.
Like, right after, so you just see Fleece running back. Mhm.
So hand Kyrie the folded up boat and just start walking in the direction Fleece was running.
I just kind of follow.
Yeah.
Please don't run off on your own.
All right.
It's okay.
If we had a couple minutes, Rava would put Gift of Alacrity on the spellcaster, so we gotta.
Yeah. And so
gotta
Fleece,
catch Fleece.
you run in towards the ping, and it guides you pretty much straight, not back to that room that you were in, but sort of what looks like a little bit further down the hall from that room, what looks like a safe that is open.
Yeah, and like for his divine sense, I just imagine like his floof just kind of leans where it needs to go.
Oh my god.
It responds to evil
Mhm.
as he approaches this safe. And is it empty?
You open it, and there is a case inside of it, also open. And if you peek into it, there is the impression of what used to be a sword.
He picks up this case.
That's not ominous.
A sword is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know if any of the devil generals that were sealed into weapons was sealed into a sword?
Yeah, make a history check on that one.
I'm not good at history though. It's a roll of 5 and get a 15.
Like, maybe. Like, they could have been, for sure. But, I mean, at the same time, why would one be here and your dad not tell you about it? That just doesn't make sense.
There's many reasons why. Because if you know one's here, you don't tell people about it.
So maybe. Yeah, that's a maybe.
Well, this is very similar to what Beatrix did.
So we possibly are gonna have another maybe evil entity.
Just to reiterate, I sort of gesture towards Rava. When whatever happened freed the Lilith's generals from the weapons they were bound into happened, it freed all of them. So
Right.
if there was one here, it's not here anymore.
Well, we were not
Unless-
actually clear whether it did or didn't, but
It
by your examination, it probably did. So,
yes,
we could ask Beatrix about the sword.
I could ask my father, but I need to go back first.
I mean,
Are we ready to go back?
we
No,
could.
we still don't know where they are. Did you find where they went?
Well, we
Um,
know this didn't happen like a few days ago. This happened basically overnight.
There's too much snow for me to find footprints. We'd have to melt it all. If we could, again, if we could get your father,
How much of it would you need melted?
uh,
Well,
probably
even if
probably
you
a
melt
chunk
it,
of the main road.
even if you melted, you'd probably destroy any footprints during the process.
The
Are there
the population here was about 2,000 people.
Are there any landmarks around here? Maybe a mountain or cave that they might be residing in?
That's a good question. Go
If they w-
ahead. Since you are asking the question, Fleece,
Mhm.
you can roll something appropriate for that.
Nature.
Nature,
Nature?
survival.
Let's
Even
do
even yeah,
survival.
survival. So Dawn is sort of in a river delta almost. So there's not a lot of rocky terrain. There is some south, probably about give or take maybe 100 miles, and then of course north there is back into you know uh into Dragonland there is the volcano, but as far as and the other thing you would know is across the bay is the Eladrin city of Emden, which has remained untouched by Dree because fucking Eladrin.
That's fair. That is completely fair.
That's like they have created like a dome over their city. And sometimes Dawn and them will they have isolated themselves, but once in a while you'll get like the occasional Ladrin come into Dawn to, you know, maybe broker some trade. Because resources are limited.
Well,
It might. Sorry, go ahead, Rava.
sorry. Well, if we're not going to go back and talk to ask Beatrix for advice or your father, even if one of us were to go ask, I'm going to see if I can find footprints.
I have to bio real quick, but keep
Yeah,
amongst
I
yourselves.
think the best thing for us to do is to spread out, fan out, and see if we can find anything out there in the mist.
I mean, this is a river delta. The ground is fairly soft. Um, there should be some sort of tracks or something left behind.
Let's do
Um,
this.
and with the volume of people in this town, I think the best place to start looking is by the side of the road rather than on the road, depending on how well traveled it is.
Yeah, I do believe you're right, Rava. But let's not spread out too much. Like you said, there could be an ambush at any time for whoever even made this snow appear in the first place.
This sounds like a job for Pass Without a Trace.
It
Do you-
does. It does
so
indeed.
back to my previous question. Do you need me to get rid of the snow?
I'm going to try and look in smaller patches first. Save your spells. If we end up needing to clear a large area, then yes.
Are the areas you're going to be looking for roughly a few cubic feet in size?
Yes.
prestidigitation, the snow goes away.
Well, that works just fine.
You can instantly clean. Hang on, that's an object though. Hang on. Yeah, you can clean.
Do
You
I
can
have
clean objects in places that are within it that are up to a cubic
No,
foot.
I don't. I have a lot of like fighting spells. I don't have I don't have very useful cantrips.
I have prestidigitation.
Yeah, prestidigitation, or also these torches that I lit.
I could just firebolt the ground. Just go poof, 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 poof.
I hand you a torch. You
What?
can also just
You
use
don't
them.
trust me with my spells? Come on, Malik.
I trust
know
you
what?
with your spells, but this is less dangerous.
Rava actually has By the Light of the Moon prepared, but that's only for investigation and perception, not for like survival.
What are you gonna turn in? What are you gonna turn into a sailor scout?
No, what it does is it
I would
illuminates an area with.
I would pay money for that fan art if someone wants to draw Rava as a sailor scout for me, please.
By the light of the moon is the thing Sailor Moon says when she transforms.
So
Not when she transforms. It's when she's doing her speech.
Oh yeah.
It's in the name of the moon I will punish
the-
you.
There
In
it
the
is.
name of the moon, I will punish you.
There it is.
Oh no. I mean, it would be in the name of Saloon.
the name of
It still
Saloon, I shall
scans.
punish you.
It's
Oh my
Nice.
god,
Like
I feel like the next character I should be is a cleric that prays Saloon, and I'm just like a Sailor Moon's coming to me. In the name of Saloon, I will punish you.
yeah, that's a character idea. Let's keep going. What's your plan? What I heard you guys had a plan. What was the plan? Are you splitting
we're gonna
up, gang? Is what I heard.
We're going to start by checking along the sides of roads and not directly on the roads, but like
Okay.
near the roads because the ground is less packed down there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a river delta, the ground is fairly soft, at least
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it's not well traveled. So
Unfortunately,
there's
it's also frozen over. Like
if
the
there's
ground is frozen.
if there's 2,000 people that just up and disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
and they're walking out of town,
Mm-hmm.
if they were to follow one of the roads, it's likely that some of them would be walking not on the road, so in the softer ground.
Okay.
So unless the ground was flash frozen, there would probably be tracks underneath the snow.
Yeah, probably.
So, I guess, do you want? Does Malik want to take the help action to help Rava roll survival?
Sure.
With
I'll help by casting prestidigitation to clear snow and
Okay.
things like that. So.
And you're rolling
Okay.
survival to look for footprints.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. 27.
So 27.
All right, so like you're moving everything with prestidigitation out the way, and it wants to almost magically like return to where it was, but luckily enough, it's like long enough for Rava to be able to really get a good look at the ground, and you see as if it looks like almost every 2,000 of these people got up and started walking towards the ocean.
The snow like returning to its place. Is there anything in particular that sort of brings to my mind somebody whose tactics would be to like flash freeze a place they intend to
Can
invade
you
or something?
Roll me perception.
I can.
Okay.
I can. It won't
Can
be
I
too
help
hard.
with that? Can I help? Oh.
6.
Yep. You're just like, magic snow. Like, kind of thing.
I don't know. I was trying to like rack my brain to see if there's anything I know that I've like.
Yeah,
read up.
now, but I also need you to roll perception for something else.
Yeah.
Now, if you could rack your brain for what are you racking your brain for somebody's whose tactics are?
I'm thinking like I'm thinking in the realm of devils and demons because I'm
Devils
thinking
and
that
demons.
would be a thing.
Okay.
So it'd probably be a religion roll.
All right. Yeah, that would definitely be a religion roll.
Okay. Natural
Very
20
nice.
for a
I
30.
mean, yeah, ice devils tend to have control over wintry elements.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if any of the Lilith's generals would have been classified as an ice devil. Or
Yes, one of Lilith's generals is definitely classified as an ice devil. Her name was Nicolette.
something. Okay. Does the name Nicolette mean anything to anyone here?
I've not heard of a Nicolette. Is this someone I should know?
It's one of the generals that would have been trapped in a weapon.
Robert, just
Well, I quit
you could
smoking years ago, so
you could just see the biggest, most exasperated sigh come out of Rava. Just, okay.
If that's what was in that safe.
Mhm.
Well, if nothing else, Rava just takes out the Colt that used to have Beatrix in it.
Mhm.
If it's Nicolette, she'll probably recognize this.
Would she?
Probably it's one
were
of
they
the.
were they ever near each other when they saw each other in weapon form?
I have no idea. I would assume so.
I mean, not necessarily. I don't think there's any reason to assume she would recognize the gun.
Well,
It's a gun.
it is Beatrix, and I know Beatrix's name. I know her brother's name, Tipido. This is. I know Nex Roth. He's a jerk.
Ultimately, that wouldn't necessarily help anyways.
Let's just say that
was
you
kind
just
of the-
at the corner of your eye, you just see the volcano steam a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder where he's at.
if a devil that if
A
a
little
devil
louder,
that,
Nex Roth is a jerk.
if an entity powerful enough to ensnare the minds of the thousands of people that lived here and also coat the place in snow did make off with them towards the ocean, we're not going to defeat them on our own. So,
not without a boat.
even with so
What part does the boat play in this?
we
Well, we
should
got to do the
probably
ocean.
return back to Abutona and report in.
I think that's a good idea. We already got as much information that we have. We know that this happened overnight. We know that the snow is not natural, that it's magical. And that we can ask Beatrix about any information about Nicolette.
And we know where the people went.
We know they
Yeah.
headed north, so
Yes. I say we just go. I think it's a good idea. We should go back and report.
All right.
Right. So the
fall back.
I'm just gonna just like keep an eye on things as we start to lead, just in case there's like someone watching us.
you keep it. You're actively perceiving. Okay, go ahead
Yeah,
and
I'm
roll
actively-
perception. Yeah.
Actively
would be too.
perceiving.
I am
Rob-
actively perceiving.
At this point, Rava
That
would be
is a
too.
6.
Go ahead, Rava. Actively perceive.
16.
So Rava, one of the things you definitely notice, like you notice the chill in the air, but because you have like noticed how quiet everything was, it's a little obvious to how you hear these little scratches and chitters coming from the office that the teleportation circle's in.
Hey, that's where I'm walking.
Rava's gonna hold her hand out, draw her
Yay.
bow, and point, and then put her finger to her lips. And then she's going to she's going to cast Pass Without a Trace,
Mm-hmm.
and then just do her very, very stealthy thing
Okay.
and creep towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone here has Pass
The
Without
door
a
was
Trace.
left open. You guys didn't close the door, so.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everyone gets a plus 10 to their stealth.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Rava got a 26.
Yep.
So that's a 14.
That's a 14 for me as well.
Ooh, okay.
Mine's a natural 1.
I think I have
I
disadvantage.
think little
I think Lilith is very stealthy.
Kyrie just fucking vanishes. Like-
That's still better than me and Malik. So that would be a 26 for Fleece.
Oh no, they
Already,
10.
I added so I have a 16.
A
Yeah.
16.
Fleece does not have a natural plus 12 to their stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
This
Sorry.
is a paladin.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
So Yeah, so you got the 16. So, Rava, you're kind of in first, and you peek in. Like, Kyrie, you probably already snuck in. God knows where you went.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, just, like, turns mist into the, like, you are now the snow. Like, and you see, Rava, about a half dozen or so, little long-nosed, winged, imp-like creatures, and they're sort of ransacking this room.
And that's when they hear me step into a pod outside.
They rolled a nat 1 on their perceptions.
I rolled a nat one
Yeah.
on my stealth.
We'll just link this image here for y'all in Zoom chat.
Rava
Like,
will gesture everyone over and point
Oh.
inside the.
You little babies.
Ice Mephits.
Yeah. Malik, the first thing that you notice, they have fucking scratched and destroyed the shit out of the magic's teleportation circle.
That's fine. That just
Yeah.
means it's not. That just means I can't come back here
Yep.
with the teleportation circle. But I have
Mhm.
teleport.
Yep. So that is, and around this time, now that like everyone has gathered, because you did have a low one, I'm gonna just roll another perception. One of them goes, yeah, 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 and they all just like start to pile outside of the window, like running away and diving into.
I'm gonna cast a spell at them.
I want to cast Firebolt at them because they're icy and they don't like fire.
We'll get Malik to do his stuff first. What are you
So-
doing?
I just while they're still grouped together,
Mm-hmm.
I reach into a pouch, pull out a small crystal, hold it up I sort of hold it up by my fingertips and thumb, and just say Vendrece.
Mm-hmm.
And as I do, cold air begins to swarm around the sphere,
Mm-hmm.
and I invert my hand, and that cold air turns into fire as I cast Cone of Cold, but change the damage type to fire.
That's so dirty.
It's
For,
so dirty.
For a 60-foot cone, which should hopefully encompass all of them.
Yeah, and everything inside of this room.
I mean-
They're all deck saves, right?
They've already destroyed everything. There's nothing
Yes,
relevant.
yeah, probably.
What if they're innocent?
Yeah, that'll be no Constitution saving throws.
Constitutes. Go ahead and roll me the damage anyway, because it could be even half. They might not even.
I'm only
Make it.
casting it at 5th level.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not casting it at 5th level. I'm casting it at 6th level because I need my 5th level spell slot for teleportation circle.
Right.
So that's 27. fire
27
damage.
total, and they
Yeah.
have a total of.
I rolled really badly on the damage.
Yeah.
Real
Right
badly. I didn't
there.
roll anything higher than a 4.
Okay.
Except
so,
for the one
yeah,
extra
so
dice
they
for
they
higher
could
level
make the
casting.
saves and survive. Because they have a total of 21, so the half ones could survive.
Oh no.
Are they vulnerable to fire?
They are.
Then they couldn't survive even
Then
if
they
they
couldn't
save.
survive. Yeah, that's right. You're correct. So yeah, they just all like like just even some of them are even able to
Damn.
just dash out the way, but
As I sort of shake the flames off my fingertips, I look over at Kyrie. I'm a wizard.
Yeah, I know. I'm a wizard too.
Hold on, we didn't even
wizard
give
thing.
them a chance to say something. That
Please,
seems
they
like it's-
destroyed the teleportation circle. I don't think that's a cue
Look,
to try to
damage
be
of
innocent.
property does
Please,
not
sir.
equate to excessive force to the killing of individuals.
Fleece their ice methods.
So everyone deserves a
They're
chance.
barely
to be
sentient
loved.
evil elementals.
Just gonna go over to one of the dust and revivify.
No, I would like to stop. No, don't make me do it, please. I will do it.
Thora, as you're going, no, please don't make me do it. You hear the sound of thunder.
Huh?
No one else hears it, but it's like back here.
Yeah, she's just gonna look to where the source of the sound is.
It's almost like it's in your mind, but it does sort of give you a direction. It's outside.
Yeah, as everyone's distracted with Fleece doing the revive fight, she's just gonna just like just slowly just like start to just like without Rava noticing, just like try to head over to where the source of the sound is.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's enough of them left for you to cast Revivify on, by the way.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. I like saying yes to things. So Thora, you sort of slip away from everyone else, and oddly enough, nobody else seems to realize that Thora is missing in this moment.
Oh, she did.
So Thora, you sort of go outside, and the weather is considerably different. It's overcast now, and you can just hear the light rumblings of thunder in the clouds. And then you hear from behind you your name being spoken.
She will like turn around to see who's behind her.
You see a woman. She, like you, seems otherworldly. She's Asian coded. She has slick black hair. She doesn't have pupils in her eyes. Well, she has pupils, but it's just like her eyes are like this slate to black gradient than it is like a solid color. And she's wearing all black, skin tight suit. And she holds her hand out to you, and she goes, Yggdrasil needs all of his children. You need to come with me.
Thora feels like she has to say something, but the words aren't coming out because she's starting to understand now. It's like everything that she had was coming back to her.
Mm-hmm.
And without hesitation, she gives her hand.
And it's a very cold hand. But there's you take her hand, she puts hers on top of yours and says, "Don't worry, you'll be back. I promise to bring you back." And with that, time sort of starts again for everyone else. And this is when you suddenly realize Thora is not in the room with you.
So
Hey,
like,
Rava, we had more friends than this, right? I'm not really all that familiar with. There was another person. Right?
So as Thora was going like, wait, no, Fleece, stop, and then just vanished.
Mm-hmm.
Why everyone is just Rob is just like, this is people just vanish sometimes, and it's terrible.
Weird.
It's so terrible.
I'm looking
Yeah.
around for where Thora went.
She's having flashbacks as to when I'm pretty sure Darkheart got yeeted away as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this feels familiar, doesn't it, Kyrie?
Oh, jeez. Hey, at least got to hang out with Darkheart for a little while before all that happened.
She did
This
come
is-
back.
This has
Mhm.
happened
Yeah.
before.
I knew Thora for like a few days.
Oh,
Like
A
it was
day.
not a long time. It was a day.
Wait,
she seemed cool.
She
hang
really
on,
did.
You two. This has happened before.
Yes. Ophelia. This
Yeah.
happened when we were out and about with her, and
Well, then we should go ask her.
Seems like there's a lot of people back in town that we could ask people things, but
We need to make a report. There are ice methods hanging around here, which means there is probably something relevant that my dad had here previously.
there were ice methods hanging out here. You kind of
There is now
Fucked all
a
that
single
shit
ice
up.
method that has been revived by please.
gay.
Firebolt.
No,
Oh,
please.
come on. Please, you can't revive monsters.
just-
Please.
People
just-
are monsters.
Like off to the side, firebolt the ice mephit.
Fleece is holding on to this. Can't you see?
No, I'm not paying attention.
Mm.
Did you not take an ethics class at Wizard College? Come on.
I know, right? If he does, I'll
I'm self-taught.
Yeah.
jump in the way of said firebolt.
No.
Okay, I guess how does Firebolt go?
Also, there's a difference between ethics and morals.
Yes, there is. Go ahead and
My ice miffit.
so as Fleece goes to guard from the Firebolt, roll Firebolt for me, please. Cool. So it's
29 to hit.
it's a 29 to hit. So
Yeah.
what's is that your Okay,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead and
hits
roll.
me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
20 fire damage.
Yeah,
It
it's
would
like
have
this,
killed the mephit.
like this little slight burn, and he's like,
Oh, great and wonderful Floof, you have saved me from the dreaded Monster King. Oh.
I know, he's horrible, isn't
Oh
he?
no, he can
Say-
speak.
You're not making wizards look very good right now. Maybe just chill. Us wizards.
I sort of, I gesture towards the ice apocalypse outside.
We don't know that they did that.
We did not do that. We just get attracted to.
Exactly. What is your
Ice.
name, dear fellow?
Bryce.
Bryce. I like it.
Thanks. That was my sister Dallas and her sister Howard.
Oh my god. I
They're
wish
all
that I
dead
could
now.
bring them back. I wish I could have done something. This is
It's okay,
horrific what
you-
this man has done to you and your family.
Yes, it is a tragedy.
The look on Malik's face is that look you give someone when you know the second person that sticks their tongue to the frozen telephone pole?
Mhm.
It's the look you give that person is the look Malik is currently giving Fleece.
And Fleece will like heal it all the way up, like.
Rava's look is somewhere between like amusement and pity.
I look over at Kyrie. This one healed the goose holder we were killing yesterday.
Well, that's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, goose holders do sound pretty cool. So, like,
It was trying
Everyone
to kill
deserves
Rava.
a chance. All right? That's all I'm saying. Bryce, it's okay.
Suddenly, like,
He
you
won't
all look
hurt
over
you.
and, like, Kyrie has cast prestidigitation on her hair because she has decided
Yeah,
that today
yeah.
she is a blonde. Like, it goes
I
better with
like
the
it.
snow.
a little bit strawberry blonde. Yeah, yeah.
There you
You
go.
look amazing. I think it looks very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I had to acknowledge that moment. As you were all here in this room debating what to do, we just kind of cut back to Thora. And Thora, you seem to be right, like it seems like it's almost taking forever. But you're in this. I mean, we've all played Final Fantasy VII. I hope none of you are losers. It's like you were going
Excuse
through
you.
the life stream in Final Fantasy VII, like that tunnel thing, and you sort of like come to, and you are standing at the base of a tree. And you look at this tree. It's huge. It touches the sky and beyond, and it goes past the actual horizon from like the daylight to the sun to the night. Right? Its roots are massive, and surrounding you are others like you, other Azamar, other those touched by celestials, angels themselves with thousands of eyes. It's fucking terrifying. You even look, and you look behind you. like the water that is at your feet is just falling off the edge of this world almost. You're on flat Earth. Um, and you stand before essentially what is your parent, but the parents of all this world, and you know in your heart that this is the world tree. Um, and that is where we will end today. Darkheart's also there. Like,
I figured.
yeah, she's
Hi,
also there.
Darkheart.
Damn
She's
it.
also there. She's like, oh, hey, did some lady dressed in all black like tell you to just go with you? This is like the second time it's happened to me.
Yeah, now I remember everything.
Yeah, we're like the descendants of gods. It's cool, I guess. Maybe I'm not sure. And that's where we'll end. Like as our angel babies are very unsure about what's happening here.
Yeah, but
Aw.
I remember everything now, so that's
There
good.
you go. So when you do return to us again, we can have some good stuff for you. But until then,
Yay.
everyone, thank you all for coming and showing up. It was a great time. Had a great time as normal DMing for this group. It's so great to have Lilith back, and unfortunately, Jillian, I loved having you here, but also goodbye. What we're gonna do right now is everyone please just kind of go around. Well, first of all, as far as the channel goes, we have a very, very, very busy TTRPG schedule this week. We are back to full schedule. You can catch the channel will be live again at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. for more Dungeons and Dragons with Revenge of the Gith. Tomorrow at in this time slot at 11 a.m. we will have the World of Ashenfell that is ran by the wonderful Jin. And then on Saturdays we have both Everwind and the premiere of season 2 of um, our Dragon Age actual play in Darkness Unbroken, which is where I get to play my dwarf hairdresser essentially, and who has 2 gay dads, and it's great, and I love it. And yeah, that's me. That's the channel. Everyone else in the opposite direction, go ahead and prompt yourselves in the opposite direction that we started. Please tell us where we can find you on the internet and all of that good stuff.
Oh yeah, that's that. I start this right.
You start that off, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start this off.
Mhm.
I was really good. I'm really looking forward to how everything goes, and I feel really sad that I'm leaving, and I'm gonna miss every single one of you, including you, Lilith. That was really fun. Our little interaction. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. So, anyways, my name is Jillian. I'm known as G for Gaming X on the Twitter. You can follow me on there. I'm also G for Gaming 1 on Twitch, where I do variety streams of the sorts. And you can find me tomorrow on twitch.tv/Capri House Games for the very first session of Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, which will be very, very cool. And you can just catch me around, I guess.
I'm John. You can find me over at Final Show Films at twitch.tv/Final Show Films and youtube.com/Final Show Films. Also on Twitter with the @Final Show Films Twitter account, and podcasts wherever you get them. Look for Final Show Films. Tonight we have more World of Darkness. We're coming up to the end of our 3rd season of Changeling the Lost. Our seasons are 24 episodes long. We have episode 23 tonight of season 3 of Changeling the Lost, which means after that we're going to be switching to a different World of Darkness game setting. So if you've been watching along or you want to catch up on the YouTube VOD, you can come with us. Next week will be the finale of that. Tomorrow we've got more Grand Terra Shadowfront with me running D&D 5e through my own homebrew world of Grand Terra, where lots of weird things happen, and they just met a knight out of Arthurian legend, kind of. So that'll be fun. And yeah, we've got more stuff going up on our YouTube channel every week, so check us out there, and thanks for watching.
All right. I think I'm next.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Lilith. You can find me on social medias as Death Carpets if you're into that. You can also go to ghostpuncher.net, check out my my podcast. It is a heavy metal satanic role-playing podcast. It's very gay, very trans, and metal as fuck. And yeah, it's cool. I also do I do a wrestling podcast called The Big Match Minute. It's one of the dumbest things on the entire internet.
I want to listen to it.
Yeah, we dissect wrestling matches 1 minute at a time and dedicate an entire 20 to 30 minute episode to each minute. We're currently doing the final deletion. Um, yeah, it's fun.
I need to listen to this. I'm a big wrestling nerd.
All right.
Yeah. So I am Mitchell, aka Penny for a Tale. You can find me on all the social medias. You can also check out the website. We have a couple of awesome shows coming up throughout all of our streaming channels, including Counter Roleplay, Penny for a Tale, and Cult Divinity Lost. Furthermore, we have a couple of Kickstarters coming up, so stay tuned and make sure to check out the social media so that you can support. That's it for me.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Bloodcry. I other than this show, I also play in Emberwind on Saturdays, and so you can catch me there. And I have a Twitch channel that hasn't been used in quite a while because work and stress and crazy things. I keep promising that I will go back to it soon, and I will, just as soon as everything clears up, and it should. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll
Right.
see me there.
Okay, everyone. Again, thank you all for coming and showing up. I will see you all again in a few hours for Revenge of the Gith. Until then, we're going to go raid my friend Tim over at She Games. He Games look like he's playing some Apex Legends. Huge supporter of this community, and we're a big supporter of Tim and Hope over there. So everyone, wave bye. You're leaving. Get out. Go. Go.